Coming up on UT 10 News in HD, we'll look at how enrollment is down but crime is up on campus.
And UT rocked out with some major bands over the weekend.
Plus, Vakrina Aberdeen has highlights from the Battle of I-75. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Keyline.
And I'm Rosalind Muniz. UT enrollment is at its lowest for the first time in 10 years.
Reporter Antonio Wilbur looked into how less students on campus is affecting UT.
The University of Toledo is down by over 1,100 students from last year. 950 were full-time enrolled students, which is at least a $10 million loss in revenue from in-state tuition alone. President Jacobs says the drop in enrollment is a part of a strategic plan to bring better prepared students to UT. Advisor of 20 years, Ray Jackson, has a different opinion.
That's my impression. It's one man's opinion. It's just a spin on it. We're down. We're losing students. We're losing money.
Despite the loss in revenue, student government feels it may be worth it in the future.
They've made some changes to higher some expectations in some colleges, and that may affect the enrollment, but overall I think that it's going to help our university in the long run by increasing those standards.
If enrollment continues to drop in the upcoming semesters, students may see an increase in their tuition by up to 3.5%. For UT 10 News, I'm Antonio Wilbur.
UT President Lloyd Jacobs gave his 6th annual address to the community on September 13th. Over 200 people gathered inside Dorman Theater to hear about a growing institution. Jacobs discussed the partnership between the Discovery Channel and the Ritter Planetarium, as well as new technology coming to the medical center. Despite challenges such as the low enrollment figures, Jacobs says UT remains a leader in higher education.
We are a university rising in the middle of a storm. We are a university rising in the middle of a revolution. We are strong, we're diligent, we're unified, we are already leaders.
Jacobs also addressed the recent mistake of a healthy kidney thrown away during a transplant surgery at UTMC. He stated that new safeguards have been put in place and human errors are regrettable but not surprising. With the fall semester underway, UT police are trying to warn students about crime on campus. There have been 3 assaults and 26 thefts in August alone. The university police regularly post crime on their Facebook page and send warnings through Rocket email. These notices describe suspects, give safety tips, and include when and where the crime took place. Chief Jeff Newton says students need to be more aware of their surroundings.
Keeping your head up, making sure that you have eye contact, not being absorbed in your cell phone or your iPod.
Newton adds if you are faced with a dangerous situation, try to cooperate and call UT Police at 530-2600.
After all the changes at the Gateway Project, you may have missed one other addition. Reporter Kristen Rosendale has the details.
Yellow, white, blue, and now green. Drivers on main campus should get used to seeing these green parking spaces around the new Gateway Project. The spots are reserved for people visiting or working at Gateway and residents of the lofts. For now, UT's parking enforcement is not using scanners to issue tickets to illegally parked drivers in the green spaces, but it is being monitored.
If we see someone walking from that green area to Rocket Hall or the crossings, that's when we're going to get a ticket, and it will be noted right on your ticket.
Come late September, enforcement will begin issuing $35 tickets to those illegally parked in the green lines. So just to be safe, those with UT parking permits might want to start thinking about keeping their receipts when visiting the shops at Gateway to avoid being charged. I'm Kristen Rosendale for UT 10 News.
I had a chance to learn about black holes last week from a program at the planetarium. The Ritter Planetarium Observatory went to infinity and beyond this past weekend with their fall series. Black Holes, the Other Side of Infinity, takes you from the birth of stars to their death. 16 visitors traveled through our own Milky Way galaxy and learned how black holes are formed, as actor Lee Nielsen narrated.
What's so wonderful about a planetarium is that it can take the research that astronomers are doing, which is very technical, very computer-oriented, and distill it in a way that is exciting and visually stunning to people.
The 24-minute show runs through the month of September and ends on Friday the 28th. The fall series includes 4 programs ranging from Tales of the Maya Skies to The Alien That Stole Christmas. The programs cost $7 for adults, $5 for students, faculty, staff, and children under 12. Children 3 and under are free. In addition to all these programs, another program Ritter Planetarium is offering in October is El Universo Maya. Yo soy Rosalyn Muniz para UT10 Noticias.
Great story, thanks Rosalind. UT held its 3rd annual Music Fest on Friday. Reporter Chris Proctor had the chance to meet up with some headlining performers.
6 bands rocked the stage in front of 4,500 students and community members for UT's Music Fest. The day kicked off with the Dumb Easies, Hot Sauce, and K-John hyping up the crowd before the pep rally. With 1,500 more people in attendance from last year's show, one UT student says why she came out.
I love it. It's so awesome. We don't have something like this back in my hometown, so it's so cool. It's open to the community.
The show continued with performances from jazz musician Alexander Zonchik and country artist Tyler Hilton and the band Gloriana. Headliner Bowling for Soup ended the night playing some of their biggest hits, such as Stacy's Mom in 1985.
Yeah, we were excited to hear about this. It's been really cool because there's been tons and tons of press about it and lots of things on the Twitters and the Facebooks about this event. So evidently it's growing each year, and hopefully it grows this year.
In case you missed this year's Music Fest, don't worry, because it's going to be back and bigger than ever next year. For UT10 News, I'm Chris Proctor.
I'm Vakrina Aberdeen, and this is your UT10 Sports. It was a bittersweet weekend for Rocket Sports as the football team took on the Bowling Green Falcons and women's soccer faced Illinois State. First, let's head to the Glass Bowl to check out highlights from the Battle of I-75. Over 28,000 fans, including our very own Elvis, attended the home opener and watched the Rockets dominate the first half of the game, stopping the Falcons in their tracks. In the first quarter, Terrence Owens sees an opening and makes a pass to Alonzo Russell, who drives the ball home, scoring a TD and putting the Rockets up by 7. In the second quarter, the Rockets refused to give the Falcons a chance as Davis Llewellyn slides through with another touchdown, making the score 17-0. Coming out of the first half, Llewellyn is at it again, gliding through the offense and into the end zone, sealing the game for the Rockets. BG tries to stay alive with touchdowns in the third and fourth quarters, but falls short of the victory as the Rockets conquer the Falcons 15-27. Coach Matt Campbell says he's proud of the team's performance.
We played some really good offenses early in the season, and I think it prepared us tonight to come out and play very fast and play strong, and I thought those guys did a great job.
This is the 3rd consecutive year that the Rockets have beat the Falcons. From the gridiron to the pitch, the women's soccer team played Illinois State in their last preseason game. The Lady Rockets were no match for the Redbirds' strong defense. UT and Illinois were both scoreless in the first half. Into the second, the Redbirds saw a golden opportunity as Sarah Musalem kicks the ball in, getting the first and only goal of the game. Illinois continued to tighten up on their defense, causing the Rockets to come up short with the final score 1-0. Coach Brad Evans reflects on the 18 attempts on goal and 0 made.
Those are opportunities that were had, but obviously getting there isn't really the end of the job. You have to finish the job too.
The Rockets take on both Eastern and Western Michigan this weekend. One UT soccer player had the opportunity to showcase her skills at the 2012 Olympic Games. Senior Natalia Gaitan was captain of the Columbia national team. This was the first time ever that Columbia qualified for the Olympics.
It was amazing to play with such good teams, and just being in the Olympics is just amazing for anyone.
Despite her team not medaling, Gaitan is trying to make the Columbia team for the 2016 Rio Games.
Sounds like she had a busy summer.
She sure did.
Thanks, Vakrina. That's it for UT10 News. For the latest breaking news from our campus, go to our website, ut10news.com.
And you can always watch our award-winning newscast on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up on all your campus news whenever you want. For Rosalind Muniz, Vakrina Aberdeen, and all of our crew, I'm Mackenzie Keyline. Have a great day and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.